Hey YouTube! So I am going to try to film a vlog today. My room is a huge mess, so try not to look at it. Is this better? Nope, nope. No, there's not going to be a good angle for this. So, we are driving to the closest sort of like almost big city near us. It's like an hour and a half drive. It's not a big city. It's like a town. I mean, I guess technically it's a city. Anyway, so we are driving out to uh, a city close by. And we are then gonna go to Hopland because in Hopland they have a cool place. This is what our road to town looks like. So we finally got to the highway. It's been, what do you think? An hour and a half, and now we are driving to Hopland. And I forget the name of the place. But it's not just the Eco Store though. What's the whole thing called? The Solar Living Institute? Is that a fire? But we're going to Hopland to go to this place called the Eco Store, and I think it's called the Solar Living Institute. I'll find out when we get there. But first, I think we're gonna have some lunch, yeah? Yeah. We ended up finding this restaurant called the Bluebird Cafe. It was so incredibly cute. It had vintage signs all over the walls and just had a really great old-fashioned vibe. The menu was huge and everything that walked by our table looked delicious. I was even surprised to see that instead of bread at the table, they gave you cinnamon rolls and scones. You don't even have to order them or pay for them, and they were actually pretty good. I was surprised. We got some delicious breakfast and finally got to our destination. Greenest store on earth. Made of mud and straw, right? How cool. We walked around the grounds for a while. The Solar Living Center is incredibly beautiful, and the entire thing is run off of solar power. They recycle and reuse all the water in their fountains, and throughout the property you can see great examples of alternative and green living. We went into the Real Good store, which is one of my favorite places to shop these days because you can just learn so much from walking around. Here's Pat checking in on the beehive that they have. They just have a bunch of information and resources about solar power, about living green, composting. I personally love to shop all of their green goods, so here is their cleaning selection. I actually bought 2 sponges, and they had a huge display of kids' toys. I think sometimes it can be really hard to imagine kids going green. They even had kids' musical instruments that were all natural. One of the best parts about the Real Good store is their huge selection of books. Every time we go in, they have something different, new, and exciting. So I perused for a little while and even eventually found a little area to sit and read for a bit. We are ending our day here at the, what is it? God, we've been here for like an hour. Real Living Institute?
Real Good store.
Well, Real Good store is just a store.
But I think it's the Solar Institute.
Okay, well, Part of why we came here was to learn about solar paneling because, Pat, because why?
You want to get into solar panels?
For
The new house?
the house we bought, because we bought a house. And so it's hot here. It's like 75 today. And then we found this cool tent
Teepee.
tree.
It's a living teepee.
They call it a living teepee. And it's so much cooler in here than it is just out there. So we're gonna walk around a little bit and see a couple art pieces. We can look at the camera. And then I think we're gonna go home, maybe go grocery shopping before we go home at the natural food store. Maybe.
Maybe.
Pat and I stopped at his favorite winery on the way home and did a little bit of wine tasting, and now I'm sitting outside waiting for him because he is buying our bottles of wine. So it is totally just gorgeous here and it's awesome. After spending just a little bit of time at this winery, we ended up taking the scenic route home and enjoying the rest of the night. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!